Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are, welcome back to Speak Up London. Today we're talking accents, namely British accents. And no, I will not be attempting all of them. You're welcome. But I will show you 5 accents that learners say are the hardest to understand, with real clips from real speakers. So let's see how many you understand. Before we start, I'm Kit, an English language teacher at Speak Up London, a language school right in the heart of London. Hit subscribe, like the video, and comment below with the accent that you find the most confusing. Let's get into it. A quick disclaimer before we start. Before anyone attacks me in the comments, there is an important reminder that there is no such thing as the British accent. In the UK, you'll hear everything from smooth, standard, southern British, like what I speak, to accents that sound like they come from completely different planets, let alone the UK. So if you say to your teacher, I want to learn English with a British accent, what you really mean is RP, or received pronunciation, which is the one sort of like what I'm speaking now. But let's be honest, there are some people in the UK that don't sound like this. So let's get into it. So the first accent is Devonian, from Devon or the West Country. We're starting down in the southwest. Devon, beautiful scenery, cream teas, and an accent that sounds wonderfully relaxed. That is, until you realise that you've only understood about 40% of the sentence.
This is it. This is what? If I take one more step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been.
The Devon accent can be challenging because the vowels are longer and more open than what learners expect, and the rhythm tends to be slower. They also tend to pronounce the R's more.
And we pronounce it cider.
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 There you go.
The word time might come closer to time with a wider vowel, and a simple word like here can sound more like ia. They may also use different grammar from what you're used to, particularly in very rural areas. For example, using is instead of am when referring to themselves. If you're speaking to someone from Devon, don't be shy. Ask them to repeat, and if you're watching a clip, slow it down first to hear the vowel shapes. Once you tune in, the accent becomes much clearer. Next up, we have the Geordie accent, which is from Newcastle in the northeast of England. It's beautiful and musical, but absolutely confusing if you're not used to it.
Vandals, eh, Mr. Parrish, you know, makes me wonder what it's all about.
A boot?
Aye, you know, vandals, you know, what is it all about?
Oh, about, sorry. Sometimes it's difficult to understand the Geordie people.
Geordie changes vowels in ways that you might not expect. The T sound often gets split or softened. Anyway might sound like ahwi. Better can sound like beta.
I'm Ganyem.
I'm Ganyem.
I'm Ganyem. Means I'm going home.
But honestly, even when Geordies complain about something, they sound happy. It's amazing.
All right, some money has left my account and I ain't happy. You go, oh no. Oh, you're joking, man. Oh, can you believe that?
When you listen to Geordie speaking, listen for the rhythm. Geordie accents have a bouncy, rising, falling melody that often gives you clues even when the words themselves feel strange. Okay, so now Scouse. Liverpool. Scouse is famous for 2 things. It has a very distinctive melody and a throatier version of the k sound. Not always, but often enough to surprise you.
The one that I'm mentioning now, Sadio Mane. I said it last time I was on it, he's the best football player in the world. I don't know why he's laughing for. What, Chris, why are you laughing for? Why are you laughing for? I'm being serious.
So words like chicken can sound like chicken, sounding like they begin in the throat. It's very different from RP.
I want some chicken and a can of Coke.
And no, not every person from Liverpool says chicken and chips and a can of Coke. That's just the stereotype. If you ask a Liverpudlian to say chicken and chips and a can of Coke, it would show you the sound very clearly. Sound. With Scouse accent, focus on the consonants, as this is often what makes their accent unique.
I still get comments saying, where have the subtitles gone? Please put the subtitles back on. Because when people turn the captions on YouTube, you want to see what comes up, Dana.
Right.
Like,
Accent number 4 is Glaswegian. Now buckle up. Let's go north to Scotland. The Glaswegian accent is legendary. It's fast, it's punchy, and for many new learners, it can feel almost like a new language entirely.
Come on, I want to just test it. Just talk to me. You're actually from Glasgow?
Yes.
Right, can you say burglar alarm?
I'm not even going to pretend that I can do it. Absolutely not. But we can talk about what makes it difficult and why. So what makes it challenging? It has a rapid rhythm, it has a very different vowel system, it has very strong consonant patterns, and it has unique intonation curves. When you're watching a film where someone's speaking with a Glaswegian accent, I'd recommend putting on subtitles and then after a few minutes turning them off. You would be surprised at how quickly your brain can adapt.
Everywhere you go as a tourist, people speak English, but when you've got a Scottish accent, that's very little help.
And finally, Cockney, the London accent that Hollywood loves to ruin.
Like, yeah, so obviously the whole time I've been there, he's been there. And he goes to school with American kids and sounds like me.
Key features include heavy linking, words blending together, H dropping, so hello, hello, glottal stops, water, water, distinct diphthongs, which you can see here.
My name is Turkish. Funny name for an Englishman, I know. My parents-to-be were on the same plane when it crashed. That's how they met. They named me after the name of the plane.
This accent is fast, playful, and full of shortcuts. It's brilliant to listen to, but tricky to understand. Pay attention to the connected speech. If you practice linking words, Cockney becomes much clearer. Our 5 trickiest British accents for learners were Devonian.
This is it.
This is what?
If I take one more step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been.
Geordie.
I'm Ganyem.
I'm Ganyem.
I'm Ganyem. Means I'm going home.
Scouse.
I want some chicken and a can of Coke.
Glaswegian.
Everywhere you go as a tourist, people speak English, but when you've got a Scottish accent, that's very little help.
Cockney.
Like, yeah, so obviously the whole time I've been there, he's been there. And he goes to school with American kids and sounds like me.
Which one did you find the most difficult? Let's do a little quiz. I'll play a clip. You try and understand what they're saying. Write your answers in the comments below.
Oh, okay, Crosby, that's rubbish. So it is. I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. And they say, oh, you'd have to do better than that.
Look, mate, I'm not being funny, but the last thing I want to do is take you to the match with me. And you can have a wander around where Churchill took with Tom, or whatever it is that you Yanks do in Jolly Old.
I think there is pressure because there's so much expectation. Like before it, everyone was kind of like, killing what? Like, what is this new show? And now it's like, you know, everyone's kind of waiting on tenterhooks for it to come out. But I think once you start filming, you kind of just have to put it to one side.
So if you enjoyed learning about accents in the UK, give this video a like, subscribe, and tell us which accent you want us to explore next. Australia, American. If you want to improve your vocabulary next, we have a free guide of the most common British expressions. Click the link below to download it. And if you're in London, come and try one class for free. The link is also in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye.